on the streets in Philadelphia in what appears to be a domestic violence incident.
Oh, look,
the
Gordon's
city,
actually watching CNN.
Hasn't seen this many homicides since 1990. This is a major issue that not only Philadelphia is dealing with, but of course we have seen this all across the country in major cities, New York being one of them, where the pandemic, where the protests, the aftermath of all the protests with racial injustice and police brutality, with the economy, so many factors
all
are
wrong.
contributing to this. And I want you to hear more from the mayor of
None of those
Philadelphia
factors she meant, she said, are real.
About hitting that 500 number of homicides.
At 299, 261, nobody ever asked me a question about homicides. I mean, I've been mayor for 6 years. I don't remember getting all this attention to less than 300. So, I mean, one is too many. One homicide is too many.
And all
it's your
leaders
fault,
that
Mayor.
We just saw there, they are also pleading with the state legislature in Pennsylvania to have stricter gun laws.
It's not about gun laws.
People can just purchase as many guns as they want through straw purchases and then resell them on the streets, and that's also contributing to the gun violence
no,
that
it
we're
ain't.
seeing. They're also just throwing a lot of money at it, millions of dollars, to try to curb this violence in programs for people living in that city.
Give it to the police. You're wrong. Okay. Let's move on to something
is going to be enough
else
to try to get people.
So did you like the movie Armageddon? I might not want to live it, but NASA's taken a page out of Hollywood. They're taking steps to defend our planet from a future potentially devastating asteroid, Alex.
Yeah, I thought it was a great movie.
Yeah.
NASA launched a spacecraft with the only purpose, the sole purpose of crashing into an asteroid to try to throw it off its trajectory. CNN's space and defense correspondent Kristen Fisher has all the details.
3, 2, 1.
Vandenberg.
And liftoff of the Falcon 9 at dark.
The launch of NASA's first ever planetary defense mission. Instead of carrying satellites, telescopes, or people, this SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket is launching a spacecraft to test a technology that someday could save the world.
It may be the way to save planet Earth if there's ever an inbound big asteroid that could really challenge our existence as a planet.
It's what we call a global killer.
Even NASA Administrator Bill Nelson agrees it sounds like a scene out of the movie Armageddon.
The United States government just asked us to save the world. Anybody want to say no?
But instead of destroying a killer asteroid with a bomb like Bruce Willis, NASA's DART mission, short for the Double Asteroid Redirection Test, is using something called kinetic deflection. That's a scientific way of saying that this DART spacecraft is on a kamikaze mission to smash into an asteroid and try to push it off course.
If it's successful, then if we had a real inbound
okay, this is old news.
Asteroid, we could do.
DART is going to go hurtling at it at about 15,000 miles an hour, and its aim really is to crash land and alter its course. And this is going to be the first time that humans have ever altered the dynamics of a solar system body in any kind of measurable way. So exciting stuff. And again, it's like this poses absolutely no threat. So no one needs to do a meme today, asteroid headed to Earth or something like that. But in 100 years, we could potentially be, facing these kinds of things. So there's a camera on board. It will be like this small little CubeSat that will go out after the crash landing. Hopefully the ejecta won't hide its view, and we'll get pictures and images of, did it work? We'll be able to observe this from telescopes here on Earth, and it's an exciting mission. But
yeah, something about this woman. You shouldn't be getting a paycheck for this.
Janet, I think we'd all agree. I mean, obviously, this has to be a major priority. Preserving the planet and making sure that life continues has to be a top priority, especially for an agency like NASA. But how seriously are they?
Just too happy. You need to volunteer to do this shit
as a model in the future.
It's absolutely being considered as a model, not only for how we protect our planet, but also for, again, ion propulsion. Remember this, it's like most
That's interesting, ion propulsion.
Pass by all the time.
prior to that religion.
To vote, and until then, we're continuing to share some extraordinary stories here. Take a look.
Okay, I'm out.
These are children who do not even know
CNN heroes.
their second name.